As you know, and probably read in the paper, we had our challenges the last couple of days. Due to the fire situation, we were forced to have a rerouting progress, which took us for about 4 days.
1 week before the start of TransRockies, the original host town of Stage 2 Blairmore, Alberta, had a 21,000-hectare out-of-control wildfire encroaching on the town itself. For this year's TransRockies, organizers were faced with an unforeseen 11th-hour decision to either cancel the race or reroute the first 3 stages.
Tuesday afternoons, things really looked bad with the fire. We had one stage with no solution, we thought. So we were sometimes pretty close in canceling the event because we really didn't think that we are able to pull things together. And also with the situation with the fires, it looked like then things are getting worse than better.
What normally takes 1 year to plan, TransRockies organizers now had less than 1 week to come up with a new route for the first 3 stages. With the experience of knowing the local trails, Fernie rider Paul Attila put his last-minute TransRockies training on hold and came up with a proposed route.
What had to happen was it was pretty much a mad panic of Greg and I trying to find a good route for day 1 here in Fernie, and that was easy because it's our hometown. 2, to find the connector to Elkford, and besides all that, permits, trying to get the mayor of Elkford to let us use his town, trying to get permits from Kananaskis to let us do a bypass through there. That's what Chester and all those guys were doing. I can't believe it's been pulled off. I honestly thought the race was going to be canceled.
With a new route, the town of Elkford on board, and all the permits and approvals in place, a team of dirt bike and trail jockeys worked day and night to map and flag the course. The new route for Stage 2 now has riders traveling 131 kilometers from Fernie Alpine Resort to Elkford, BC. With dozens of knee-deep stream crossings, a 70-kilometer stretch of dusty gravel road, and a hike-a-bike section so extreme the riders will have to walk their bikes downhill. This is what makes the TransRockies the toughest mountain bike race in the world.
Yeah, we're doing 130K today, which is by far the longest stage we've ever done in TransRockies. And that combined with the heat we've had around here the last few weeks, it should be over 30 degrees. It's going to be really dry and dusty, so it'll be all about staying hydrated today and maintaining a sustainable pace for the whole 6 hours.
Stream crossings actually felt great because I was starting to get hot spots. Actually, we were both getting hot spots on our feet.
But it was nice because it was hot and the water was cool. We luxuriated in the water a little bit.
Well, we walked up the mountain, we carefully slid down, then it was flat for almost 100 kilometers.
The road was a little suffering from understimulation.
Day 2 sucked. Ended up getting to about the halfway mark and just had a really tough time and had to pull out. I was vomiting and dry heaving, and then ended up doing a bit of, I guess, convulsing.
She wasn't feeling well, and then I waited and she came along and we waited some more and we struggled, and it got to the point finally where I flagged down one of the fire wardens and had them pick her up because she was just at the end of her rope.
Before I knew it, they had called in a helicopter and heli-vaced me out, and then went to the Elkford Hospital, and from there they ended up having to ambulance me to Calgary. kept me in overnight because they were just really concerned about my kidneys failing, and everyone I've talked to has just said no, I can't get back on my bike, so it's really disappointing.
Huge boulders sucking me under. It was all boulders. I haven't seen that kind of terrain in a long time.
I hit a big rock. I kept looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, bang. Never look at it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
With the highly trained Team Adidas winning in a time of just over 6 hours, you know that the weekend warriors at the back of the pack are in for a long day.
That's like travelling across the South Island of New Zealand. That's how hard it was.
The town of Elkford, BC was a welcome sight for these road-weary riders.
It was a tough ride. The thing that scared me was the smoke we saw over the other range. Didn't know if we were going to get out alive or not.
For some riders, Stage 2 of TransRockies was a 131-kilometer, 15-hour epic that will be etched in their memories for a lifetime.
I'm glad it's them, not me. 130K, 3,000 vertical feet, I just don't know how they can do that. And they're still in good spirits when they land. You know, and like another 5 more days to go. I just don't know how they're going to do it.
Hey, we're in, ready for another day, that's all I know.
Now I got to go home and figure out how to do this again tomorrow.